Let's talk about Miriam Makeba, aka Mama Africa. To many, she was a talented singer who blended African sounds with jazz, gave the world hit after hit, and even became the first African woman to win a Grammy. To the world, she was a star. But to South Africans living under apartheid, she wasn't just a singer. She was the voice of her people. She was hope. Under apartheid, black South Africans couldn't vote, couldn't move freely, and they couldn't even leave where they wanted, to say the least. And here was Makeba, carrying her culture with pride, staying rooted in who she was, and doing it for the whole world to see. Her songs weren't just entertainment. They brought awareness to the injustice that black South Africans were facing in South Africa every day, and the apartheid government hated that. So they banned her music, revoked her passport, and even refused to let her into the country for her mother's funeral. The exile was meant to silence her, but instead it gave her an even bigger platform. In 1963, Miriam Makeba took that platform to the United Nations, standing in front of world leaders and testifying about life under apartheid.
You act differently. Would you keep silent and do nothing if you were in our place? Would you not resist if you were allowed no rights in your own country because the color of your skin is different to that of the rulers?
It wasn't a performance, it was a raw testimony, and for those words, the apartheid regime struck back. They revoked her citizenship, and overnight, she became stateless, exiled from the very land she sang for. But instead of silence, her voice only carried louder. She sang across the world, making sure that apartheid could never be ignored. Miriam Makeba never gave up on Africa. For decades, she kept singing, speaking, and fighting. In 1990, after Nelson Mandela was released, Miriam Makeba was finally welcomed back home after more than 30 years in exile.
I am so happy to be back home. I can't tell you.
Her life proves something powerful. Resistance doesn't always need marches or weapons. Sometimes it's one fearless voice refusing to be silent. I'm Beloved, and this is your Beloved Brief.